We bring you tonight into... We are...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the Nets starting five. We've got Harden. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And there it is for him. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Powell. Feeds to Nurkic over Jordan. And Jordan sends it back.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
Out to Harris. Here's Irving, right side Jordan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Well, there is continuous energy in DeAndre Jordan's play, really hustling on both ends and influencing those plays with that activity.
Now here's Lillard. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. No good on the triple. Outside Irving. Shoots over Nurkic. Green passes to Irving. "13 feet away. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now here's Powell. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. Covington passes to Powell. Looking to end the run. A rebound by the Nets.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Covington in the corner. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Poked away. Nets leading by 5. Green, the pass to Jordan. That shot missing. Good D by Covington. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. A 3 from McCollum. Nurkic. And another shot. Kicks to Powell. Green against Covington. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, Lillard. And Irving pulls it down.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
That's a 2 from Powell. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 5. The pass to Cannon. Back to Lillard. Lets it go with a 3. Down low. That one doesn't drop. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Passes to Claxton. Harden kicks to Irving. Fires the three. Portland grabs the miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Brooklyn leading by 3. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lillard, the pass to McCollum, to the paint, Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Irving kicks to Harden. Seconds left. Pass to Claxton. And Harris wide open. He shoots. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about his future.
I know that when the main guy,
he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
We've got Anthony. He's out there with Little. Enes Kanter is out there with Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. It's good. This game is all even.
Can't allow that much separation. Even as the pass is coming his way, you try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
Now, here is Harden. Back to Irving. Second chance effort. Claxton the pass to Aldridge. Nobody near Irving. Little with the rebound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
They get it again. Kanter kicks to Little. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Portland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Pass to Little. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. 5 on the clock. Jones in the post. He's covered by Irving. The Nets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. It's deflected.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Drops in the tray.
Carmelo has superb court awareness, sharing the ball that time well.
Nets trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Harden. To end the drought. Rebound by Anthony.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Jones, no luck. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Nets also changing it up. Chioza's checked in, and it's Johnson in for James Harden. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. The defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. 1:39 left in the first half of the game. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Brooklyn trailing. Griffin passes to Chioza. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
Powell dishes to Nurkic. Back to Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
2 shots. Both good from the line that time.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
There's the pass to Chioza. Johnson against Lillard. Johnson kicks to Brown. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Lillard with it. Johnson on him. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Passes it to Brown. Covington against Griffin. Pass to Chioza. Kept alive. And it's Aldridge on the follow.
Wow, that was quick. If you fail to box out LaMarcus, expect to get dunked on.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Nurkic. It's stolen by Brown. And here's Johnson outside. Powell pulls it in. Over to the wing. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard over Johnson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. 5. And that's
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game so far for DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the 5. Now here's Nurkic following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Powell finds Nurkic. Back to Powell. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Powell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Harden against Lillard. And stolen by Lillard. Fires for 3. No good there. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Irving for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Now here's Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Harden outside. Inside. Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here's Lillard. The pass to Powell. Kicks it out to McCollum. 5 to shoot. Baseline try. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Outside Irving. Back to Harden for the tie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Now, here's Cantor. Here's Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. And Portland with another turnover here.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Little, he's checked in for McCollum. And then for Brooklyn, Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. Here's Luwawu. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Luwawu. Back to Johnson. Wide open look. That one drops for him.
Johnson timing that catch and shoot perfectly. He gave the D no chance to get to him.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. The rebound by the Nets. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Harris. Back to Green. Taken away by Anthony. Pass to Little. Lobs it up for Cantor. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Taken away by Anthony. 20 seconds left to play here in the third. Cantor inside. Kicks it out to Jones. Anthony in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
He gets it up. The shot missing. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Portland out in front. They lead by a bucket. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Irving. The Blazers getting the bucket. It's Harden with the drive.
has.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
It's the Nets now. The Blazers getting the bucket. To the middle. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Harden. Jordan's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Love that pick and roll right there. DeAndre Jordan completes the play and very efficient at doing so.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over Irving. McCollum, no good.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
Hard not to like Blake Griffin when he's doing things like that, looking to throw it down every time around the rim.
Stolen by Harden. Here we go, one-on-one. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving double team. Powell with the steal. Covington with it. He dishes it to Powell. Over in the corner to Lillard. Back to Powell. Shoots over Griffin. No good off the front iron.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Brown. Outside, Griffin. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Must see BG. You can see he stayed ready for that one. A terrific offensive talent.
Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in for Brown. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Powell. Will it go? Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Harden scanning the floor. In the corner, Irving with it. Harris finds Irving. Back to Harris. Outside Irving for the 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Powell dishes to Cantor. Back to Powell. Takes the 3. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
Now here's Lillard. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. 1:16 left in the 4th. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Over Harris. Here's McCollum. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed, even under pressure.
Harden outside. George with the block. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Just 4 to shoot. Green kicks to Irving. Over McCollum. It counts.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Lillard against Harden. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Jordan dishes to Irving. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got it!
Well, Kyrie's resume in these kind of moments is full.
Lillard against Harden from the stripe. Rebounded by the Nets. Left side, Irving. It falls!
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Los Angeles. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Boy, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
It's the Nets now. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. The pass to Harris. Shoots over Leonard. Out to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Luwawu. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here, and it goes down 2 points.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Now, here's George to the inside. Outside for Jackson. Back to Zubac. Jackson with it. Picked up by Harris. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Four on the clock.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Jackson kicks to Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Nice job at keeping his balance despite getting hit. Batum solid at staying in control of his shot.
Outside, Green. Pass to Harden. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Leonard gets it to go. And that'll tie this game up.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
From deep, Harden. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Harris. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is George. Passes it to Jackson. Leonard inside, guarded by Harris.
Now there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Luwawu, the pass to Green. Here's Luwawu, defended by George. On the wing, Harris. No good from outside. It's tipped. Leonard against Harris. Pass to Zubac. Shoots it up. Open and close and nails it.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Harden kicks to Harris. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Harden. Big D that time from Leonard.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
So for the Clippers, Patterson comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Then for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Green. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Luwawu. Now here's George. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Now the Clippers moving it up. And here we go. Leonard, no luck.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 3.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, And guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
And here's George. Following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
And George, here we go. Pulls up from the corner. Oturu's shot is off.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Nets out in front, up 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Naturally a ball dominant.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at the 4. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for James Harden. One-on-one fast break. Here's Oturu. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets ball. Nets leading by 4. Irving with the ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Rajon Rondo.
You know, his aggression and his attack mode is one of the things that, to me, sets Irving apart. Moving, driving, attacking, that's when he's at his best.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Irving. The Clippers getting the bucket. Johnson down low. Kennard covering. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Clippers making a change here.
Marcus Morris.
Clippers trail by 4.
Reggie Jackson.
Dishes to Patterson. Back to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. So it's Brooklyn now. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Irving. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Jackson passes to Patterson, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Blake Griffin, and it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Tyler Johnson. Outside, Green. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Nicholas Claxton. To the paint. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Green. Jordan's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Jackson passes to Mann and stolen by Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Boy, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Jackson looking it over. And the layup falls.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And the pass to Llewellyn. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving passes to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, somehow, some way, you got to keep Jordan away from the basket, because if you allow him to get it there, he's flushing.
Now here's Jackson. Down low. And the basket is good. Jackson's got his second bucket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Jordan. 6 points for him. Harris kicks to Irving. Jordan, high post. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Outside for Jackson. Trains it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 7.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Here's Llewellyn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in, so he gets them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now here's Leonard. Over Harris. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Harden outside. Off target at the rim. And a close game so far through the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 5. Kenny, give us your tip. And that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Now, here is Harden. The dish now to Jordan. Here's Harris. Outside for Jordan. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Green. And it's Griffin in for Harris. Griffin passes to Harden. From deep. Good on the triple. Harden's got 7 points.
Yeah, the range of Harden deserves a lot of respect because his form is really almost perfect. He's never off balance when he shoots the three-point shot. He's always got his legs under it.
And here's George for 3. Jordan with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shoots the three. A rebound by the Nets.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Up the floor. Johnson dishes to Harden. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 6. Pass to George. Knocks it loose. It's Harden with the drive. It's rebounded by Leonard.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Here's Claxton, defended by George. Griffin's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. That's tipped, and they get it back. Yep, that one goes. He has 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. Guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Tyler Johnson. And Irving subbed in for James Harden.
Well, I love his stroke. Aldridge has a sweet stroke and continues to produce a nightly double-double threat who doesn't mind being the focal point of the offense.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. George passes to Zubac. To the wing on the left. Nets passing it around. To the middle. Outside for Griffin. Irving looking for an opening. 6 on the shot clock. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Brownie's checked in for the Nets. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Brown against George. Morris. That shot is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Outside for Griffin. Passes it to Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers trail by 9. George with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Back to George. From outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The kick out to Aldridge. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Aldridge. And that one hits back iron. The Clippers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's George. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Brown.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Irving with the steal. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
In the corner, it's Morris. Misses the shot. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Now here's Harden. Tries from 10. Jordan's shot is off.
Well, I like his determination and his attitude and aggressiveness, but the defense wasn't going to back off that shot. They were tight on it.
Wasted no time on that one. Jackson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Los Angeles. Irving against Jackson. Harden outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now, here is George. Two free throws coming up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Timeout called, the Nets. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Irving's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Leonard. They grab their own miss. Zubac finds Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Harden the pass to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Harden. Outside Irving. This one for 3. And the Nets miss again. Clippers trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. outside Jordan. Clock at 6. The kick out to Irving. Over George. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Jackson in the corner. Yes, that goes in. Brooklyn leading by 4. Outside Irving. Pass to Harden. They need this one. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And the Clippers call time here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Patrick Patterson. And he hits the first of 3.
You know, it's nearly impossible trying to defend Harden. I mean, he has it all in his package. One of the best penetrators in the game. He's a great passer, and we know what he can do scoring the ball. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Now, here is Harden. Timeout called the Nets. They're up by 5. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Harden surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. No good on the 3.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Now here's Irving. There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Harden wide open. He shoots. It drops.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
George against Harden. George passes to Batum. Outside for George. Clippers moving the ball around. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Claxton. Here's Irving. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys and a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the two-guard spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Holiday against Harden. To the inside. And Holiday with the basket on the assist from Lopez. Indoors tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Griffin finds Harris. Back to Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Now, here is Harden. From deep. The offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Holiday looking for an opening. With the floater, he lays it in.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Pass to Luwawu. Harris with it. And Harden wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good. And the Bucks with possession. DiVincenzo with it. There's the three. The rebound by Luwawu. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. It's Harden with the drive, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's DiVincenzo. Tight defense on him. And Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good with the triple.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And they take the lead.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Middleton for three. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Luwawu, the pass to Harden. Baseline jumper, the putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
1:39 left here in the first quarter. Middleton for three. Another miss by Middleton. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Griffin. Harden up top. Defended by DiVincenzo. Griffin, no one around him. The rebound by the Bucks.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo. Lopez left side. Griffin with the steal. Luwawu, the pass to Harris. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Giannis inside. He's against Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Luwawu. Sweet little floater.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks trail by 8. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Holiday. Makes it off the glass. Holiday's got 6 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Harris outside. Pass to Luwawu. On the wing, Harden. A 3 ball. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The putback can't get the putback. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more in store for you. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come up strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Jordan, Aldridge out there with Green. Then there's Brown, and it's Harden in at the 1. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Connaughton, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Aldridge. Here's Irving. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Portis in the post. Connaughton passes to Portis. Over Aldridge. Portis can't get it to go. Nets leading by 4. Back to Brown. And there's the pass to Green. And the Nets miss again. The Bucks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Forbes. Hits the three-point bomb. Forbes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down low, here's Green. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Passes it to Forbes. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Holiday up top. He has 6. Second chance shot. Nice shot by Portis.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. They kick it out to Green. Lets the 3 fly. That doesn't go either for Green. The Bucks trail. Irving with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, Kyrie Irving's creativity is indisputable. This guy can score it, but he is also an excellent passer.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Green passes to Irving. Right side Aldridge. Brown wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bucks trail by 5. Portis kicks to Forbes. Irving against Holiday. Pass to Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Holiday. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Griffin passes to Harden. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Harden's got 7.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Half. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a nice 7-point lead. And over to Shaq. What do you think? And that'll about do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Giannis. No points in the game yet for him. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. And the 3 off target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
From the arc. It's hauled in by Harris.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Harden the pass to Griffin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Kicks it out to Harden. Shot on the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Harden's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets. Outside Holiday. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And yes, it's good.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Harris outside. Back to Harden. He dishes it to Jordan. Harden outside from deep three-point range. Outside for Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Here's Griffin. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Jacks up a three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Dishes it to Middleton. Griffin with the steal. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Harden. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Harris outside. Plenty of space. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his 4th assist in this one. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. A minute 42 left here in the third quarter. On the wing, DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. And finished off by Griffin.
Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal moves above the rim.
1:05 left in the third. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Harden, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. A floater. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut back down now to 10 as they pick up the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Harden scanning the floor. Griffin. That 3 off the mark. Here's Middleton. Here's the 3. And the miss.
Well, you know Joe Harris comes from one of the great defensive coaches in college basketball. He will play hard on that end.
And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Timeout called the Nets. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. On out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Green. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. Back to Portis. From about 19 feet. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Now here's Irving. Shot clock at 3. 2 points. That one goes. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Kicks it to Tucker. Here is Forbes. And Connaughton has it in the corner. With some arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn leading by 13. Brown dishes to Green. Pass to Claxton. Now here's Brown. Here's Claxton. Guarded by Tucker. Claxton the pass to Brown. Now here's Aldridge. Defended by Portis. Yep, it counts. And the Nets lead by 15.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Now the pass to Portis. Covered by Irving. Back to Portis. Irving with the steal. Now Brown. Outside Irving. Outside Aldridge. Over in the corner, Green. Off target from outside.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Here's Portis, right wing. Here's Forbes. A three-pointer is right on target. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Brown the pass to Harden. On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. The feed to Harris. Lopez with the steal. Pass break, Milwaukee. Here's Tucker. Right side Holiday. Doesn't go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and the Nets miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Middleton for 3. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nets.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Harris. And the Nets miss again. And the Bucks with possession here. They trail by 11. Hits it down to Middleton. Passes it to Harris. The dish to Harden. Off target with his 3. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Brooklyn, Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the center. Now here's Lillard. Here's McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the feel Irving has for the mid-range game, effective at working this area of the court.
Here's Powell, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And here is Powell. It's McCollum on the wing. Lets a floater go. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And McCullough is fantastic in running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. You have to bring much faster help than that. The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Launches a 3 with the putback. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now here's Lillard. And he banks in the layup.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Irving looking for an opening. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
What an intelligent play. I mean, solid execution. Irving coming off the pick. Very difficult to defend.
Lillard with it. The shot that time, not on target. Harden with the defensive effort. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball, and he makes that one.
Out in the open court, Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 4-point game. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here is Irving. Now Harden. The jump hook off the left rim and out.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Powell, the pass to Covington. From downtown, and that's good. Norman Powell for three.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Inside, here's Harden. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Powell. And there's the feed to Nurkic. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Brown feeling it out a bit. Outside for Griffin. Pass to Claxton. Over in the corner, Brown. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets out in front, leading by just 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the floor for Portland. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Outside Anthony. McCollum dishes to Cantor. Back to McCollum. The shot off that time. Aldridge with some nice deep.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
The defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
McCollum against Harden. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from McCollum.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
To the middle, and stolen by Aldridge. Griffin against Jones. Taken away by Anthony. Kicks it out to Jones. Fires from deep. To the paint. Cantor inside. Aldridge on him. Got that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Enes Kanter. Harden outside. Down low. Claxton the pass to Harden. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 6 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Pass to Cantor. And Aldridge comes over to help. McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
They throw good. McCollum. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Green in for Nicholas Claxton. There's 1:17 left now here in the second. Lillard attacking.
The D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
The Nets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Irving with a clean look. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
Irving against Lillard. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
I like to see this Lillard. Patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Outside Irving. Brown outside. Jordan kicks to Harris. He's off on that one. And it's Portland the other way. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The shot by Powell, no good. Nets leading by 3. There's the pass to Jordan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
And so Jordan nails both of them. Lillard outside. To the inside. Here's Nurkic. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Looking at the... And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard. So that's the Nets 5. Harden outside. The kick out to Irving. Clock at 6. Harris against Powell. Here's Jordan in the corner. Harden. Jeff Green on the wing. Defended by Covington. Another shot. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Harden outside. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Covington with the bucket.
Now, realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Irving passes to Harris. Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And that one drops for him. Jordan's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Harden against Lillard. Feeds it to Nurkic. Over Jordan. And he can't bank that one in.
Oh, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
Count that one. Irving's got 9.
Amazing confidence from Irving. He's so skilled at getting inside and getting the shot he wants.
Pass to Powell. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Lillard attacking. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Harris dishes to Irving inside, and Green slams it in.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
Here's Lillard. He's got 6. Good on the shot. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Now here's Harden. He's got 6. He dishes it to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Harden can't hit. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Never one to shy away from playing physical. Jordan will give you his all when he's out there.
Free throw good, Jordan. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Lillard finds Jones. Back to Lillard. Over Claxton. Lillard misses.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Griffin's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Back to Lillard. Here's Simons. He's covered by Brown. Cantor kicks to Anthony. Here's Simons. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. The dish to Brown. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Claxton, and he jams it with authority.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Simons surveying the D. Up again, and staying with the play, Anthony.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Here's Brown. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Nets leading by 5. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Damian Lillard. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard. Irving passes to Aldridge. Stolen by Kanter. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Irving against Lillard. Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Good work defensively by Lillard. Trailblazers trail by 3. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Irving up top. For by Lillard. Outside Irving, count the basket. And the Nets lead by 3.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
And stolen by Irving. Brown outside. Griffin looking around. Outside Irving. He feeds it to Aldridge. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Griffin. They get the rebound. Back to Aldridge. Anthony trying to get open. Misses the chippy right there.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Outside, Jones. Dishes to Kanter. Kicks it out to Jones. Shoots over Griffin. The Trailblazers rebound. Aldridge against Anthony. Lillard from outside. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Nets leading by 3. Here's Griffin. That shot off. Good D by Jones. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Harden in for Brown. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. Kanter, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh, the experience helping Kanter there. He doesn't shy away from taking big time shots.
And it's tied up with that one.
Now, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Irving against McCollum. Irving attacking. The feed to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Irving for 3. Here's Jordan. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience. Jordan remains calm under pressure.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Covington finds Powell. Back to Covington. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Cantor's shot is off. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Green. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden against Lillard. With the teardrop. Down low. Here's Irving. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Here's Lillard. Portland again missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McCollum deciding where to go with it. On deep. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And for the Nets, Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Luwawu in at the 2 guard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Outside Jackson. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Harden gets the bucket.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
George up top. The pass to Zubac. Back to George. Pass to Zubac. Basket good.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now here's Green. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harden can't hit. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Batum dishes to Leonard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. The Clippers also making some changes. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stop.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now, here is George. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. Leonard inside. Harris is there. And that one, good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. It's stolen by Rondo. Now the Clippers moving it up. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Rondo, with that attacking mindset, just finished at the hoop through contact.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Clippers. Pass to Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now to the middle. The kick out to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, that's blocked. And they're able to recover. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The 3 from George. The rebound by the Nets.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Brown wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Passes to Harris. Outside Irving.
He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kennard's checked in. Now, here's Kennard. To the paint. Oturu lays it up and banks it in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Nets trail by 3. Outside Irving. Left side, Brown. No good on the last second attempt there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 3. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Rondo. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Rondo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. Irving looking for an opening. On the wing, Harris all alone. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Harden in for Irving. How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And stolen by Jordan.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Bruce Brown. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Jackson down low, guarded by Harden. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up. That sends Reggie Jackson to the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
Harden dishes to Griffin. Back to Harden. Over George. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Harden.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And George kicks to Jackson. The pass to Zubats. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Harden against George. Jordan the pass to Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. Aldridge kicks to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Moving it up. Great D that time from Batum.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And it's good, 2 points. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Irving dishes to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harden's got 14 points.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Back to Jackson. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. And that's an intentional foul. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Green finds Irving. 59 seconds left here in the second. Claxton stolen by Jackson. Leonard on the wing. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
The Clippers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. 7-point differential. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Leonard. Clock at 4. Puts it up from 15. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Outside, George. For 3. No good that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with them. And that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Misses from short range. Nets trail by 5. Here's Luwawu. Griffin. It's good on the putback.
I'll tell you, that's the one thing. Hustle. Blake just outworking everyone to the ball.
Now, here is George. Not a lot of room. Jackson misses.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Harden. Pass to Green. Back to Harden. Steps back and shoots. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time. Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Here's Luwawu. Guarded by Jackson. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here's Jordan. Oh!
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Now, here is Harden. 14 points for him. And contact, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Brown in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. Here's Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rondo's got 6.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Harden surveying the D. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Rondo drives in. Out to Morris. Back to Rondo. Morris outside. Rondo with a clean look. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trail by 3. Aldridge down low. Brown the pass to Claxton. Back to Brown. Tries again. Knocked away.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Brown against Kennard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Harden the pass to Brown. Here's Claxton. Back to Harris. Fires the 3. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Pass to Kennard. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Down low. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Harden the pass to Claxton. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Rondo kicks to Patterson. Back to Rondo. Out to Morris. Over Harris. Morris with the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Nets trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And then for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Batum in for Luke Kennard. Claxton. He can't hit that time. Clippers leading by 7. Batum attacking. It's hauled in by Harris. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Irving passes to Aldridge. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Batum over Harris. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Griffin. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard position.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Outside Jackson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Outside Irving. The 3. Griffin kicks to Irving. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, this is Jordan's mindset, trying to extend the play and convert that effort into points.
Pass to Patterson. Here's Mann. Patterson with it. Uncovered and right on target. Good. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And here's Irving. To the middle. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in. Clippers leading by 7. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Lets it fly from 18. Off the iron that time.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Harden, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Batum passes to Jackson. Back to Batum. Green with the rebound. Nets trail by 7. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Jordan the pass to Griffin. Now Green. Harden kicks to Green. Nets passing it around. Back to Irving. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside for Batum. And there's the pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Luwawu is checked in for Irving. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Harden finds Green. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Reggie Jackson.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remained calm under pressure.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And those are big points here. If they can do the job on D, this game could get close in a hurry.
George looking over the floor. Outside Leonard. Back to George. Takes a 3. Los Angeles with another miss. That's trailed by 4. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. And George, here we go. Lays it up off the glass.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Harden kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Harden the pass to Jordan. Money!
That's what DeAndre is out there to do. Dropping the hammer is his specialty.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson with the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
They kick it out to Green. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green, and Irving subbed in for Luwawu. The Clippers also making some changes. Morris is checked in for Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now Rondo. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. A truly, David, thank you as always.
for the land of the...
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. And looking at the Nets, we've got Jordan. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Griffin in at the 4 spot. Basket counts.
Boy, so crafty a player is James Harden. I mean, when he gets inside, he finds all kinds of ways and manner in which to score.
Now here is Holiday. Over Harden. The shot by Holiday, no good. In transition, here come the Nets. Out to Harris. 3-pointer. Let's keep it alive. Harden outside. Pass to Harris. Over Middleton. Harris, no good.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up there.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
We play just over a minute here in the first. DiVincenzo against Brown. Inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Harden. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Jordan trying to free himself up. Brown, good.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And the jump by Giannis.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
It's the Nets now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Harden kicks to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden finds Harris. Offline with his 3. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Holiday looking over the floor. High arcing shot. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
How about early attack mode? I love the approach he's coming to this game with. Really strong.
Now, here is Harden. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Here's Lopez. Unable to get that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Hits it from 3-point range. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here is Holiday.
Man, it's obvious that Middleton has great confidence. I mean, you can just see it oozing out of him. He's so good at catching the defense off balance, and knocking down the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
Here's Brown, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Jordan the pass to Brown. Now the dish to Griffin. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Bucks leading by 3. DiVincenzo finds Giannis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Giannis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
Yep. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Luwawu is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at center. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Forbes can't get it to go. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. That one good for 2. Harden's got 6.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here is Forbes. He feeds it to Middleton. The rebound by Luwawu. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Remarkable speed in transition from Harden, sprinting ahead of everybody, putting himself in a great spot there.
Middleton outside. Nine feet out. And again, the Bucks miss.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Harden missing again. The Bucks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. 3 on none. There's no one back. Finished off the break.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Bucks trail. To the left wing. Now here's Tucker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Forbes the pass to Tucker. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. Count it. Harden's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 5. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Here's Irving. The baseline J. Here's Claxton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Drew Holiday in for Chris Middleton. Here's Connaughton.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
5 on the clock. Claxton the pass to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Milwaukee in the lead. 1:39 left in the first half. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's now 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. .121 left in the second quarter. And again, it's the Nets missing. Bucks leading by 3. Antetokounmpo looking it over. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just a lovely touch on that little flop from Antetokounmpo. You know, that's a nice little shot to have in your repertoire. This guy is the full and total package.
Now, here is Irving. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Down low, here's Connaughton. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Johnson wide open. He fires. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. From past the arc. That shot off. And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And a chance now to send it over to David. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. Well for the... And that does it for our halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. In the corner, Middleton with it. Pass to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Lopez has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Right side, Griffin. A shot by Harden, wide open. Here's Jordan, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Jordan's got his second basket of the game. Holiday against Harden. Outside Holiday. Middleton on the wing. There's the triple. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown finds Harden. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Bucks leading by 9. Teardrop shot, and the rejection by Harden. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. An easy 2 points on the layup. Middleton's got 10.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Harris kicks to Brown. And here's Harden for three. Holiday with the defensive effort.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton for three. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Jordan. Griffin's got 4 points this quarter.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jordan. And it's Green in for Blake Griffin. Milwaukee also making some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. DiVincenzo against Harden. Here's Claxton. Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
6 to shoot. DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. It's Harden with the drive. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
For three, Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Harden outside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
We're at the end of the third, and let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Kyrie Irving. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Connaughton, and the pass to Portis. It's blocked.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
The Bucks trail. Here's Connaughton. That one misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
They kick it out to Green. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Llewellyn. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Forbes. And again, the Bucks miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Green kicks to Irving. Here's Llewellyn. Irving finds Green. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And James Harden subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Back to Harden. Right side, Griffin, 11 feet away. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Hey, and you know, really, Antetokounmpo can look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Here's Harden. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Harden's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And the layup's good off the glass.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Harden outside. The pass to Harris. The feed now to Aldridge. Harris against Middleton. Harris, no good. Bucks have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Giannis outside. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Harden scanning the floor. Kicks to Jordan. On the way, Harris. Middleton against Harden. Aldridge trying to break free. It's good!
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
44 seconds left in the game. Holiday left side. And it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Luwawu, the pass to Harden. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. It falls!
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that. Aldridge never backs down in these big moments. A player who wants the ball in clutch situations.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Guys, your thoughts?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
The three for DiVincenzo. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.